Quadnines and welcome to the show. Today, we're playing Biker Mice from Mars for the Super Nintendo.
It's time to rock and ride!
Biker Mice from Mars was a show that I loved in the 90s. It was one of the many shows that tried to ride the coattails of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, leeching popularity like some kind of, leech. There was a formula. You take a group of 3 to 5 non-human male heroes who still had human-like intelligence and sentience, add one lone woman who associates with them and knows their secrets, mix with a variety of bad guys who want to destroy the protagonist for a variety of reasons, who never succeed at these plans. Sprinkle with some comic relief, usually relating to pratfalls and bad puns. Bam! Instant success! In this case, it was a group of anthropomorphic mice from Mars who get around on motorcycles after their world was raped of its resources, their mechanic friend Charlie, and a bunch of bad guys ranging from Limburger, a Plutarchian alien who likes money and dead biker mice, to, his henchmen. Okay, so maybe this didn't quite have the antagonist range of TMNT, but still.
Either way, tell me there's a video game based on the franchise, and shut up and take my money. Well, that's what I would have said if that phrase had been as common at the height of the show's popularity. And if I hadn't been a kid with no disposable income. Moving on!
Ooh, who do I pick? Throttle, the leader of the group? Vinny, the wisecracker? Moto, the, strong silent type, I guess?
I only vaguely remember him.
Or maybe one of the bad guys. Who cares about the bad guys? I'ma be a biker mouse. It's time to ride. So naturally, it's a racing game. I mean, what else would it be when 3 of your protagonists ride around on motorcycles all the time? If there's a plot to the game beyond win the race, it's really not apparent. It's just all about winning the race. The better you do in the race, the more points and prize money you get at the end to upgrade your bike. Or, in Limburger's case, a floating macaron. Seems pretty simple, yes? So let's watch some gameplay.
Have I mentioned before that racing games really aren't my forte?
You know what? Fine. I still get money for coming in last place. Maybe it'll be enough to get a small upgrade on my bike and make the second round a little bit better.
Okay, maybe Throttle is just one of those characters that becomes really awesome after you upgrade his bike a whole lot, but at this rate, I'm gonna be playing the game till I'm 50 before that happens. Enough of this, let's just pick a different character.
Yes, I'm being the bad guy. The main bad guy of the series, if I recall. You know, the guy from a race of aliens, all named after smelly cheeses, whose traditional greeting is an armpit fart.
The traditional Plutarchian greeting. Cheek to cheek and stink to stink as Plutarch grows, the galaxy shrinks.
I bet you thought I was joking, didn't you?
Okay, let's see if playing a Stinky McCheeseman is any easier.
Are you kidding me?
Playing as Limburger is the easiest damn thing. I didn't change the difficulty setting or anything. It's still on normal gameplay, not on easy mode. But his floating purple macaron ignores parts of the terrain that slow other characters down. It's a totally unfair advantage when he can just glide over stuff, but literally every other character has a vehicle that uses wheels. Even though Limburger's does too. Somehow. I don't know, maybe he just buys better wheels and wears them as a goddamn hat, because they sure as hell aren't on the bottom of whatever the hell he's riding in. Seriously, you can just zoom through the levels like this. I even went back and played some of the early levels on the hardest difficulty, just to see if there was any change, and I still came in first every freaking time.
I feel cheap.
There's not too much to say about the game itself, really. I mean, it's a racing game. It's a racing game with a neat gimmick, but at its core, it's still a racing game. You go around the track 5 times, you move on to the next track, rinse and repeat. It's worth pointing out that what seems like some really inspired level design in the first round of races quickly shows itself to be considerably less inspired the further into the game you get. Round 2 features the same backgrounds and track themes as Round 1, only with a slightly different shape to the track. You do get some cool scenery, such as riding through a city, a beach, sewers with flaming jets in the ground, some sort of space station, So once you've seen one batch, you've seen them all. What's there looks good, with clean graphics and enough in the background to keep you amused without distracting you too much from the race itself, but if you're looking for a new creative take on every single level, you won't find it here. What does keep the game interesting are the weapons that each character has at their disposal. They range from just blowing up whoever's in front of you, to making them collapse in a puddle of oil, to turning you into some kind of waddling, pupating bug. What the hell even is that? Oh god, get it away!
I'm gonna have nightmares about that thing.
So is it a good game? I'd say so. I mean, as far as SNES racing games go, it's pretty decent. The controls are responsive, though maybe a little too responsive at times, since turning corners is far more easily done by a couple of D-pad taps than actually holding anything down. You hold the button down and you're less likely to get where you're going, and more likely to just do this. But overall, I'd say it's aged pretty well, and I can see enjoying this even if I hadn't loved the show so much when I was a kid. It's got some fun nostalgia value going for it, being able to play as beloved or hated characters that graced my TV in years gone by. Decent controls, a few interesting locales even if they do get repetitive after a time, and the races do get more difficult as they go on, with opponent AI improving to ramp up the challenge. Throw in some fairly diverse selection of characters in terms of weapons and racing styles, and Biker Mice from Mars for the Super Nintendo remains a game that's just as good now as when it was first released.
Plus, really, how many other games let you race around a city as an anthropomorphic rodent? And if that's not cool, I don't know what is.
Hey everybody, thank you so much for watching this review of Biker Mice from Mars today. Your support means a lot to me, so if you liked what you saw, please take a moment to click the like button or leave a comment, or even share it with other people who you think might like it too. If you want to see more of my videos, you can check out my review of American Idol for the Game Boy Advance, or also check out some of the fun on my gameplay channel. As always, thanks for watching. See you next time.